Welcome to another Topic Tuesday. This is Dr. Mike McCall from Source Health Center. I want to talk to you guys today about the nagging symptoms that you may have during the work week. So a frequent thing that comes up is sinuses and sinus congestion. So when you take in a history of a patient, you want to find out what their sinus symptoms are, obviously. And there's generally two types of sinuses. I'm sure there's more, but there's the stuffy sinus where you feel congested, it may cause a headache, you blow, really not much comes out, or the drippy one that drips in the back of your throat. Generally what I find in source is a lot of times that starts from digestion. Even though you may have it seasonal, a lot of times what happens is your body's always on the brink of congestion because the food's not being digested, that type of thing. And then all of a sudden the seasons come and you have a little bit of a shift. So if you have sinus pressure, or you have congested sinus, there's actually a reflex that was discovered in the 1930s by Dr. Chapman, who was an osteopath. AK stole from osteopathy. And what it is you just get right here on your sternum, and you'll feel like there's this bump, like a speed bump, like this. And if you go out on that's your second rib, go out to your second rib, and about a couple inches out, you'll go up into those muscles between your ribs, and you'll find a tender one. If you rub those spots, it actually causes the lymph in your head to drain faster. So right there, you just rub to wherever it's tender. And then you can just take your hands in the back of your head until you run into the neck, and you just rub those really hard. And a lot of times it'll take a lot of pressure off of your sinuses. It works really well if that's the problem. You have a drippy sinus, that may help. Usually the drip is more of liver, gallbladder, and then a stuffy sinus is usually just a chronic not digesting your proteins as much as you deserve to do. So you have this relief right here. If you have, like, it gets into the ear and it gets pressure, you have a reflex right here. So you have this groove called the bicipital groove right here in the front of your shoulder where your deltoid is. You just rub that thing until you just can't stand it anymore. A lot of times that may help with drainage. But if none of those things work, hey, it's non-toxic, not expensive to do, and not very, what am I looking for, Maddie? So it's non-toxic, not expensive, and invasive. It wasn't too invasive. Try it out. Remember where you heard it, from the source, which is the source, which is the source, which is the source, of course. We'll see you next Tuesday.